All right, so welcome to another episode of the Main Point. I'm Jeff Sushi Doss. I'm your moderator today, and we got Travis and Angel joining us. So, man, these have been fun. So, here we go. This is our topic today. Should KOs be automatic disqualification? I'm going to go with Travis. Travis, you go first.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right. Let me explain why knockouts should be automatic disqualification. Is because knockouts are illegal. So if it's illegal and that person is throwing knocking people out, it should be automatic disqualification. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We have to protect our sport. We are a non-professional sport. We are technically an amateur sport. So that way, we don't have to go through all the rigmaroles to actually have a tournament. We don't have to go through all the regulations. Knockout should be an automatic disqualification, regardless. If you knock somebody out, you're out, and the person who got knocked out cannot compete anymore. They're done. So that takes away the whole faking injury type of thing. Like, oh, I got knocked out because you a cheeseburger and now you can't fight. No, you got knocked out. Get out the ring. You're done. The person who knocked you out, you're out of there. So now we know that the knockouts are legitimate. So we take away anything else. So knockouts equal DQ.
All right. Let's hear it, Angel.
So I think knockouts should not be automatic DQ. I always said this, in a malicious intent, it should be a DQ without even question. But if we're going to sit here and say someone as good as a kicker as Travis Plowden is, if I was to step in on his kick and he catches me in my head and knocks me out, that should not be an automatic DQ, because I am taking the risk. I'm going into the kick, and it is within the fight of the manner in which we do our sport. We know that a blitz is a motion that creates a lot of speed and momentum, and we know that with that, if we get caught with a kick stopping us in our track, especially with something with a leg, that power and force, it's like two cars crashing together. We know there's going to be a big explosion. That big explosion could be the knockout. It should not be an automatic DQ if it's within our sport and the way we fight in our sport.
No, you are wrong. Look, this is why you're wrong. I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. Because we're martial artists. We're not boxers. We're not MMA people. We are sport martial arts, right? And part of being a sport martial arts is to have control. That's a big thing when you're in your school. When you're throwing technique, you have to show control when you're throwing technique. If you don't have control over your technique, then you probably shouldn't be jumping and spinning and throwing a kick and knocking somebody out or doing something crazy like that. Just throw it like shit.
Okay.
And
So
you mentioned something. Hold on. Okay. One last thing. You mentioned throwing a kick. If I throw a kick and I hit you in the head or whatever, knock you out, right? I'm probably not going to knock you out with a roundhouse kick, a lead leg roundhouse kick. That's not going to knock you out. It's a lead leg roundhouse kick is probably not going to knock you out. Back leg roundhouse kick, probably. Side kick to the face, probably. But a lead leg roundhouse kick, probably not. A hook kick, that's a possibility. But a lead leg roundhouse kick is not. So if you get caught with a lead leg roundhouse kick, you might just have a weak chin. You probably shouldn't be in here. But so get out. You're disqualified. Take your butt out of here. But
you would learn from it and you move on.
If I'm throwing a side kick, I should not be throwing a side kick to your face.
Why not?
I shouldn't be.
Why not?
Why not?
Do we not change levels?
It's a straight thing. No, throw a stride kick straight to your chest. That's where it's supposed to go. Bam, right there to the chest, not to the face.
All right.
A side kick to the face.
So what if? So now what? Okay, so now here goes my two arguments with that. First thing, tackling what you're just saying now. If I'm throwing my blitz, let's say I'm going body blitz, and I'm at a low angle, you could throw it at my chest. My head goes where my chest is. You knock me out. You should be automatically DQ'd.
It's still his weapon.
It's still my weapon to throw it.
Yeah,
I should be throwing it at you where you're coming from.
Exactly.
And it's towards your body.
Exactly. So if I go into it and my head runs into the kick and I get knocked out, you should be automatically DQ'd, you're saying?
Yes, because you're supposed to be aiming toward the body.
But if I drop, down,
right above the belt, not
okay,
all the way down to do that.
Okay, I don't know about your argument, Travis, about not throwing side kicks to the face. I mean, you can throw them to the head and be controlled.
Exactly.
You can still do that.
That's number one. Number two, hold on. But I'm gonna shut him down right now. Number two, here goes the next part. You're saying that we should not be throwing jump spin kicks, should be knocking people out. So that means Raymond, every time he knocks someone out with a body shot, he should have been DQ'd.
That's not a
yes,
knockout.
sir. No, it is a knockout. It is a knockout. No. Stop. No, stop. No, stop. Stop. No, hold on. I have the floor.
Oh,
excuse
all right.
me. Excuse me.
This is a tricky one.
Jeff.
He's saying, yeah, it is unconscious.
That's different.
Listen,
it is unconscious.
No. That is not the case. No, sir. If we are looking at kickboxing, anything, we're gonna follow the same rules on what a knockout is called. If it hits your body,
isn't that a TKO?
All right, so let's
TKO still
we
counts.
gonna have to define what a knockout is then, because a knockout, there is also a TKO when somebody gets up and the ref calls it off, but they're still conscious and they're walking around. That's a TKO.
They don't know where they're
at. To the body, that's because they couldn't get up. They could not get up. If you get hit in the face, we're talking about getting knocked out. You are unconscious. That's a knockout. That is what we're talking about.
If you get hit with a kidney shot, you cannot get up and continue. That's a knockout.
Right.
True or not?
That is not a knockout.
How? You cannot get up and
He's knocked out of the division. He's definitely can't compete anymore.
In our sport, that is not a knockout.
But what does knockout mean then?
It means that you knocked them unconscious. That is a knockout.
Okay.
Unconscious.
Knock them out of the division.
In our sport. That's what it means.
No.
All right.
Knockout means
so here's another thing. I got a question. How do you know what malicious is, Angel? Do you know what that person was thinking?
Yeah, I do know what that person was thinking. I do know what malicious is. Yes, it is, because I always get called for it. This is how. Okay, listen. If you are over here throwing your techniques and in a manner that shows that you're winding up to throw my hook, I'm winding up to throw this back leg roundhouse kick.
Okay.
If you as the judge says stop, clear stop, everyone else stops. You see your fighter walking back to the line, turning around because it is a stop, and you continue you could do continuation.
That's different
techniques. Though. How?
That's different.
That's and then I knock you out. How?
Yeah, that is like late hit. That's completely different than just a regular knockout. That's another.
I can.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But
and throw my reverse punch right to your jaw, and I know it doesn't have to be swinging. I know if I come compact straight down the pipe, I can knock a person out. That is intentional. But it's by your thing, I has to be uncontrolled to be a knockout. No, it's not.
If you
that
hit
way.
me with a clean shot,
laid him out.
But if you hit me with a clean shot in the fight, then that's
my intention is to knock you out. My intention is to knock you out. Whether it's a clean, straight shot or not, it's still an intent for me to knock out. So how can you know what my intent was when I'm trying to throw a punch? I
understand both of them. I think Angel, I get what you're saying with the winding up and stuff.
Yeah.
I get that.
And number two, Jeff, I don't know when you became from moderator to being on his side.
I knew that was coming.
I'm just saying.
No, I'm trying to make sure you guys, your points you understand what you're saying.
No, he went at me too. No,
I went at him too.
He went at me too. He went at me.
And I just told you I understand your point right there. All right, see?
Yeah, no.
You tried. Listen, look, Jeff, you tried to do that.
Look, at the end of the day, you should be disqualified if you knock somebody out, because we set a rule and you went against the rule. We said no knockouts, not knocking somebody unconscious. You did it. It is what it is. You threw the technique. It is what it is. Now, if somebody's standing there and they blitz and fall into your shoulder and knock themselves out, you're not. You're not kind of throwing elbows. I mean, shoulder shot.
Let's ask this real quick one. A simple yes or no. Should we change our rules to where we are regulated? All right, maybe we need to end the show right there.
You know what?
All right.
That's another topic. That's another topic.
That's another topic.
Discussion.
That's a whole nother discussion.
Angel, write that one down too.
Yeah, I'll write that one down.
All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us. Comment what you think below. And, this was intense, all right? And
just say I'm right. Just say I'm right. Just say I'm right. That's all I need. Just say I'm right.
Say it.
All right.
You can say it's 6, 7 o'clock, but it ain't. So it is.
All right. See you guys next time on MAiN Point.